Vortex. Are you my therapist? I had a really bad dream. And a lot of the time I feel like I'm back myself into a corner with the things that I say about myself and the things that I've done to myself. And I just left the liquor store. Relax, I'm not fixing to relapse, okay? I bought this liquor because it's my friend Montrell's birthday. And it's also, ironically, his last day at Steak and Shake. He's leaving. I don't want him to leave. And I know that it's wrong for me to hope that it doesn't work out at his new job so that he comes crawling back to Steak and Shake. The lowest rung. I'm not crying about him leaving, I'm just crying in general. So, whatever you think inspires the saline is never what inspires the saline. You know, like when people talk about triggers. I hate it when people play the victim about mental illness. I absolutely hate it. I hate it when people play the victim about anything. It's just so annoying. And so I feel like I back myself into a corner when I say things like, you know, just deal with this shit. I mean, we've been doing that. And I would say that we've been doing really well considering the fact we haven't had a drink in like 12 years. And that's not really something that I'm tempted to do because I want to drink alcohol. I'm tempted to drink because I don't want to be a person in this world right now. I look around me and everybody's a drug addict. But we don't call them drug addicts. We just say they're just on their phones, you know? And there's this weird smell right now, and of course, my crazy ass brain is telling me that my car is about to fucking explode or some shit. You know, it's like, I never get a break. I never get a break. Am I allowed to turn? Are they gonna let me turn? Please let me turn. Please let me turn. Please let me go. Please let me go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See, I decided to do this YouTube channel because I want people to know that if this happens to them, if they're just crying like this, it's fine. Don't take pills. Don't do that. They'll throw it away all because it's hard. But that doesn't mean that it's not hard though. And that's the problem. It's like they just want you to either deny it and act like you're fine when you're not, or they want you to throw it away. It's fucking stupid. It's gay. It's fucking gay. Punching down. I'm kidding. We're punching up. See, I'm allowed to punch whoever the fuck I want since I've been punching myself my entire life. Okay? And I still punch myself. Do you hear the man in my head constantly critiquing me? It's like, I understand my experience really, really well. But I'm convinced that most people don't understand psychosis, or, you know, the psychedelic experience. Like, that is what this is, you know? I talk to people that say that they're, like, on mushrooms, and they just cry the whole time. Like, oh, that just sounds like a typical day in my life. But, yeah, that's crazy that people would, like, do a drug that makes them so emotional. But, obviously, like, I think that that's what we're missing. Because, like, things aren't supposed to be easy. And like I've said, the stuff that we use to make them easier just makes it harder in the long run, because now we're dependent on those things. I think about that in relation to drugs all the time, you know? Like, marijuana has, like, really, really helped me figure a lot of things out, but it's still this crutch. I wouldn't call it an addiction, but it's most definitely a crutch. My mom said that about it. It's true, though. But, you know, like, it's always going to be a double-edged sword, though. It's never not going to be super complicated. And all the ways that I try to simplify it are silly, because it's like I'm lying to myself, saying that, oh, if I just do this, I'll be fine. Or if I just don't do this, I'll be fine, you know? And that's not true. You know? But I feel like I'm really, really arrogant about the phone situation because of the fact that, like, I never gave in to that. That doesn't make it right for me to, like, act like I'm better because I'm not going along with the world. I mean, yeah, it is a sacrifice in a way. Thank you very much, Ford. We love you. That turn signal is so hot. But I'm admitting that my own system gets jacked up sometimes. There's no such thing as a perfect system, right? It's still better than theirs, though. Because if it fails, I can at least be like, well, it's mine. You know? This is the choice that I made. Rather than going along with somebody else's system and that failing me. You know, because I've been on meds. And when you're smarter than your therapist, and my last therapist admitted this shit. He even said, like, what's the point in you doing this? Because he was mad. Because he was a decent therapist, you know? And, like, I'm really being mean calling him decent. He was very, very good, okay? So the fact that he recognized that I had a personality disorder and that, you know, I was smarter than the medical community about the subject of mental illness, you know, he thought it was a complete waste of time for us to meet and talk, you know? What therapist is going to tell you that? Typical therapists want your money. Typical therapists are just going to, you know, court whatever delusions you exhibit so they can keep you on that fucking couch, you know? But my therapist worked at a church on a sliding scale, so, you know, he was really good. And I still owe him money. And he said, just keep your money, have a nice life, good fucking luck. That's how you know you had a sincere relationship.